Here's what I want to show you. I want to show you, and I want you to listen to this. There's 3 levels of pick and roll. Okay. Level 1, you and your man, the point guard and his defender. Okay. Without being able to create an advantage at level 1, there is no level 2 and 3. So level 1 is create an advantage. At level 1, you got to discard that defender so that as you come off the screen, you've created separation. Okay. If I'm Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes and I'm in the pocket and I'm worried about the rush, my eyes are not downfield. My eyes are on 4 guys trying to kill me. We have no passing game. If your point guard is worried about the ball pressure at level 1, you got no pick and roll game. That's level 1. Okay. Level 2, at the point of the screen. Okay. Think about it. It's easy to remember. 2-on-2, level 2. 2-on-2, level 2. At level 2, the point guard is finding a solution. Okay. Now, in high school, you might see 3 different pick and roll coverages. In college, you might see 4 or 5 during the season. In the NBA, all these guys, they don't have to worry about guys going to class. All they do is study the game 12 months a year. You might see 10 different coverages. Your point guard must have a solution for level 2. Every coverage has a solution. Hard hedge or blitz, there's a solution. Drop, there's a solution. Ice, solution. Switch, solution. All right, that's level 2. Those are the basics to point guard play. Those are givens. I don't care if you're a high school or college coach. If you haven't solved level 1 and level 2, you got no pick and roll game. Where the great point guards are at their best is level 3. Okay? Because if you're good at level 1, creating that advantage, you've got solutions at level 2. You're going to force the other 3 defenders, I call them protectors, into the play. And now great point guards punish, like that word, level 3. Okay. So here's the basics to 3 levels. Hold on. I learned this earlier. I did a Zoom call yesterday with a kid that's going to be a top 7 pick in the NBA draft. He's a point guard from the Big 12. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but he taught me yesterday to move that little button so the sound goes down. Okay. All right. Level 1, transition pick and roll. Now look, we're getting ready to utilize this drag screen right here. Okay. We got a drag ball screen, CP3. It's a little unfair to use him because he's so good at scary. But here's level 1. How do I create an advantage at level 1 to use the ball screen? Okay, now, here's what I want you to think about. In my opinion, there's 2 reasons we play pick and roll basketball. Number 1, to get the ball into the paint. That's the object of pick and roll. Get the ball into the paint, break the defense down. The second reason we use ball screens is because we want to create disorganization at the point of the screen. We want the defense at the point of the screen to be confused so we can disrupt their coverage and find a solution easier. So level 1 is we're trying to use the screen, okay, to create an advantage before we get to level 2. Let's watch CP3. How'd he do at level 1? No reason to run a ball screen, even though we saw the drag screen. All right, level 1. Okay, now, this bleeds into level 2, but everything really good on this play happens at level 1. Look at the defender cheating to the screen. And the Oklahoma City Thunder, they do a great job with these double drags up here, two of them. So look at the defender on CP3 cheating to the screen. Now, what do we know about Chris Paul? How many times you think he's been in pick and roll in his life? Coach Stewart, yell it out. How many times do you think he's been in pick and roll in his life? Open up Coach Stewart.
Millions.
Probably. I'd say 500,000. I think you exaggerated slightly, but you still could be right. All right. So look at the defender. Look at the defender. Cheat to the screen. He just destroyed level 1. And in destroying level 1, watch how he brings the level 2 defender over. Watch Steven Adams' man. Oh, crap. So how are you training your young guys to attack level 1? Now, right now, he's rejected 2 screens in a row. All right, now look at this. He came off at level 1 with an advantage on his man. Look where his man is. Okay. See where his man is? He's defeated level 1. For his team, he's already gained an advantage. Level 1. How are you training your guys in skill development to gain the advantage at level 1? Got 5 of these clips, I think, at level 1. I know coaches that they don't want their guys to reject screens. I'm like, are you crazy? Well, all we're trying to do is get the ball to the paint. Watch him wait. He attacks level 1 because he gets by his man. And by the way, this is bad coverage because Mo Harkless is supposed to have dropped here. See, Taj Gibson's underneath the basket. A good defender. As soon as they call ice here, you see the defender on Chris jumps to the side. Mo Harkless is supposed to come to the block. And watch Taj Gibson's reaction when Chris beats his man. Taj knows that Mo should have dropped. Watch him put his arms up like, what are you doing, bro? I like this. This is a good set. This is really a fun play. And I'm going to send this video to anybody who wants it. So don't worry about writing plays down. This is a double. This is basically a double screen, but it's going to be they've already run this play where Gallinari comes up in front of Steven Adams at the top of the key. CP3 flips it to him, passes it to him. Gallinari flips it back, and then he comes off a double screen. But this is a wrinkle off that play. Curl. Here comes Gallo. And now we got basically a double screen. Now we're at level 2, folks. Because we created the advantage at level 1. Pocket pass. Okay, now, got to have a solution for every coverage. You can pocket pass. You can pocket pass when there's a hard hedge. You can even pocket pass on a drop. Look at that space. Level 2. We defeated level 1, T-wrench, gaining advantage. Now we got the solution at level 2. I think this is an easy way to teach pick and roll. I haven't invented anything in basketball, folks. I came up with this idea watching Matt Dellavedova when he played at St. Mary's, and I'll show you why in a second. That's a great pocket pass, level 2. Good defensive team. You see how the Thunder use a lot of these double high ball screens? Looks like the guards are going to switch. CP3's got to be solid at the point of the screen to create that disadvantage on the on-ball defender. He's got him. Got him. Now, a little different in college than watching the NBA, but let's understand what's happening here. This is typical spread pick and roll. A lot of you guys and ladies are running this. The difference in the league, unfortunately, is they can usually put shooters out there. So basically what Brad Stevens, who's a great coach, is doing right now is he's saying, I don't want to give up a 3, so I'm going to take my chances playing 2-on-2 with Chris Paul and the roll man. as crazy as that sounds, because you got a Hall of Famer at the point. You see where those defenders at level 3 are? That's level 3 right now. The 3 protectors. Boom. And you notice those guys aren't coming off those shooters. If this was college basketball, our kids, you'd have 5 guys in the lane and we'd have craziness in there. Different rules in the NBA. Okay, here comes CP3. Again, think level 1, 2, and 3. Okay, mid pick and roll. He's got him. There's the advantage. Simple. Watch how late the level 3 guy is on the baseline. Who's that? Who's that in that? I think that's my man Hami Diallo in that right corner. Okay, so it's, look, again, he's up. It's not quite a blitz, not quite a hard hedge, but he's up enough for Chris to hit the short roll here. If
Right,
you're
I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Alvin.
So I think this is genius to have it lane to lane because it's hard to have help.
Yep.
If you were coaching in college and they had 2 people in the corner, but they kept it lane to lane, who would you help with?
Good question. Okay. What has to happen right now is this. This is a back and forth adjustment. Okay. So normally on this play right here, the man guarding the right corner offensive player is cheating up and in the and towards the lane to be able to either tag the roll man or to make sure that CP3 sees him so that he's going to be less likely to hit this short roll pass. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does that make sense, Alvin?
Yes, that makes sense.
That's what we would call a single tag over there.
Yeah, Oklahoma did this a lot with Trae Young.
Yeah.
And they would just play in the middle of the court. And so we would have to switch it up.
Yeah, we're going to even give you a couple more wrinkles out of this. Okay, now I'm telling you, if you train your bigs to short roll, they've got to be able to catch it here, sometimes catch it and jump stop. In traffic, here there's no traffic, and this is Nerlens Noel. I don't even think he dribbles this. Obviously, he's got the length to catch. Yeah, no need to dribble that. Okay, again, at level 2, we're looking for solutions. Okay, side pick and roll. Okay, Boston jumps on top of the screen to ice it. We got an ice situation. Okay, so let's take a look. Chris, he hasn't really defeated level 1, but we're already into level 2. A solution to ice. Watch the weak side defenders. They're in level 3. They kind of want to cheat off to Steven Adams. They don't want to give up the 3 because, by the way, in a play or two, I'm going to show you that the more you cheat off that weak side, trust me, Chris Paul will find those guys. So let's see what happens here. Solution at level 2, short roll versus ice. Level 3. Okay. So that time we got to level 3 off the short roll. Now watch this. Good high school and college point guards, you can train them at level 1 and level 2. But you got to start training them at level 3. Okay, let's watch what we got here. In transition. All right, side ball screen. All right, level 1, we're good. He's going to defeat that screen, the defender on the screen, his man, gained an advantage. Level 2 is starting to come into play. It looks like either a hedge, a hard hedge, or at least it's a hedge at the point of the screen. And watch the level 3 defender on the weak side, left block. Now remember, Chris Paul is seeing all this. He's seen this 10,000 million times. He already knows he's got level 1 and level 2 defeated. Can your guys play at level 3?
Hey, Fran. On the hedge, whether it's an ice,
Yeah.
whether it's a hard hedge, who would you have responsible to take away the lob pass on the hedge? Who would you have responsible to take away the pocket pass?
Okay, this is Serge Ibaka right now, right on the screen there, Coach Tang. Right? Is that what you're talking about when he rolls?
Yeah, I'm talking defensively.
Okay.
I know you became an offensive guy, but in
Yeah.
college you coached defense really well. So
Yes. Okay. So what we have here is this. I don't think that the defender on Ibaka really does anything to disrupt this play. Okay. So, but if we were going to play this, I would probably play this as a drop and over. Okay. I would probably play this as a 2-on-2 play. Because if I hard hedge right now or blitz it, okay, CP3 is going to do one of three things. First of all, he could split it, right, with a crossover. If the defender on Ibaka hedges early, can you see that, Jerome?
yes.
If it's an early hard hedge, we can defeat the coverage at level 2 by splitting the trap and getting into the lane, right?
Right.
So I got to be concerned about that. So if I was hard hedging this, I'm hard hedging it with the low hand, my left hand low, so he can't cross me over.
Okay.
That's the first thing I'm doing if I hard hedge this. But if CP3 reads a hard hedge here, he's got the crossover and split it. He's got the short roll. He's got the advance pass to either offensive player on the left side. If those level 3 defenders cheat in, he's going to try to make the advance pass across the court. If, in fact, Ibaka rolls to the basket and the ball side defender in that right corner tags, he can even throw back to the lift right here. The point is, whatever defense we show Chris Paul right here, I can drop, we can switch, we can hard hedge it or blitz it, we can ice it, and I can do all those things well, Jerome, defensively. But I've got to give Chris Paul and his teammates a solution.
Gotcha.
Okay? But I love that pass to the weak side. And I have 2 rules here, guys, on this pass. A lot of us who played for old school coaches would say, never jump to make this pass. My rule is just like we used to say, don't throw the one-hand pass off the dribble, right? Now, every kid can make that pass now. My rule is don't jump to look for a pass, jump to make a pass. So I have no problem teaching my high school and college kids this jump pass. As long as I'm jumping to make the pass and not look for a pass. Okay?
Hey, Fran.
Yes.
This is Russ Williamson at Tennessee State.
Hey, Russ.
How are you? This has been really good. For the screener, how are you teaching him to get out of the short roll? Is he reverse pivoting or is he just getting out as quick as possible?
Russ, as fast as possible. Okay. I'm going to do something for everybody on this call. I'm going to give you my email address and I will spend an hour and a half with you guys sometime in the next week. And I will go over all the coverages, Russ, if you want to do that. Okay. I've been doing this with young draft picks because I'm teaching them NBA pick and roll. So Russ, I'm going to try to find a play on this video, and I have them on other videos where sometimes it makes sense to not even screen, but ghost out of there. Just leave early and cause confusion. Okay. I don't care whether the player opens up or sprints out of it. Just get to the basket as quick as possible, because if we get out of that screen quickly, we're going to engage the level 3 defenders on the roll, and we're either going to hit the roll man because the level 3 guys are late, or we're going to get it to an open level 3 player spotting up on the 3. So I don't care how he gets out of the screen. Does that make sense? We used to always open up and roll. It takes too long. Double screen. And you see right here, to show you, Russ, let's see, I probably went ahead too much. Watch out. I think this is I think it's Noel. Watch how quickly he gets out. Because basically, Chris has already defeated level 1, Russ. So Nerlens knows that. He can leave early now and get out. Level 3. Boom. Okay. More level 3. Watch him set up his man now. Okay, he knows where the screen is. He jabbed a little bit. He's trying to throw that defender off. Maybe he lies with his eyes to the guy in the left corner. Okay, maybe he jabs. Maybe he grabs with his right foot like he's crossing over, going left. But he's got to defeat level 1. Here comes level 2. Oh, okay. All right. So they iced him. So here's great. This is great. This is instinctive. Got to practice this. We step up screen. Okay. Steven Adams has only done this 200,000 times. Level 3. Close out. Abdul Nader. Okay. See how this all fit? Go ahead.
Coach Branch from Memphis Day Academy. Help me understand level 3. So I understand level 1 is creating the advantage on the guy that's guarding the ball.
Yeah.
And level 2 is finding the situation, the solution of the how the ice or the switch or the edge. So you finding the so what's 3 again?
You got it. Watch the screen. Okay. You watch it?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you got a man on Chris Paul. You got a man on Steven Adams. Who's left? How many defenders?
Say it again.
Okay. You got a defender on Chris Paul.
Right.
You got a defender on the screener.
Mm-hmm.
How many defenders are left?
3.
Got it. Level 3. Now let's watch. Okay. The better this screen is, and I think, who is that on Denver? I can't, that's Plumlee maybe. All right.
Plumlee.
Yep. The better the screen is, and the quicker Steven Adams, Brandon, rolls to the basket, the more this guy on the right block, the level 3 defender, he's got a decision to make to help the helper. Okay. Some of you guys have heard that term forever, help the helper. So Chris Paul, he's not worried about number 3 right here on the ball. Okay. He doesn't care about him. There is no pressure on him right now. He doesn't care whatever Plumlee does. He's got Steven Adams doing whatever he wants to do. Short roll, lob to the rim. He'll figure that out. But he's also watching the defender in the corner on the left side. He's watching the defender at the top of the key on the right side. And he's watching that defender on the right block, Brandon. Okay? This is what the great point guards see. And you got to train your kids. It's hard as hell. You got to train your kids to see this. If you don't train your players to see level 3, you're going to be playing 2-on-5 all season long. So watch what he does, Brandon. And watch that level 3 defender. See how he cheated in?
Yes.
Look at that closeout now. Now, you see what's happening over here?
I see it.
What are they? Maybe some of you guys do this. We call this weak side defense the eye. Okay? And this guy on the low, I think that's Jamal Murray on the right block. He's Coach Tang, he's the guy responsible for the roll. And that means the top defender, number 11, is going to X out to the corner. And you'll see the confusion on this. But the fact that Chris Paul is able to find his teammate at level 3, watch the confusion on the backside. That doesn't happen unless he sees level 3, Brandon.
I got you.
I'll
Thanks.
give you another one, okay?
Okay.
Let's give you another one here. All right?
Yep.
We defeated level 1. There goes Adams on the roll. I don't know who number 3 in white is, guarding Gallinari, number 8. But watch number 3 in white. I think that's Harkless again. Watch him cheat in at level 3 to try to help on the roll, man. And watch Chris Paul. He actually fakes the pass to Adams. You got to be able to lie with your eyes.
I see it. I see it.
So I think that's the last. Maybe we got one more. All right. Now this is drop coverage. Hey, I want to ask you guys a question. Do we think Billy Donovan knows what he's doing? Probably the answer is yes. Okay. Can anybody tell me why this screen is set so high if Chris Paul's not in scoring area? If you want to open up the unmute everybody, if somebody's got a reason why this is a ball screen set this high, what would be a logical reason?
Because you have a stretch
Paul
four.
to attack.
You have a stretch four who can shoot. So
Is he going to
the
shoot?
higher he,
Go ahead.
you have a
Go ahead,
four-man
Sean.
who can shoot.
What's that, Sean?
You have a four-man who can shoot. You have a stretch four who can shoot. So the higher you set it, he can't get out to the back to recover on that the stretch four who can shoot.
Okay. Now you don't think Gallinari is going to shoot it from right there, right?
No, he's just gonna roll into the splits. No, he's not shooting from there.
Okay. All right. That's good. No, that's good. Okay.
Oh,
So listen,
hey,
here's
Coach.
why, and that's good. That's really good. All right. Now here's what I want to show you guys. Okay. And you won't see this much in college, but if you do, I want you to be able to see this. Teams are starting to set that middle ball screen even higher than the top of the key because the main coverage in NBA basketball right now is over and drop. So they're going over the screen and they're dropping the big. Okay. And that's why you're seeing the screen set this far out. Now,
So where's
you
the
might
pickup
say-
point, Fran?
what's that?
I say where's the normal pickup point for most of the teams in the NBA?
As far as on defense?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to try to harass the point guard to the best of your ability without getting beat easily. So it could be out here. This could be one of those backup point guards that comes in the second quarter and his job is just to wear CP3 out for 8 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But here's the answer. The reason they set this ball screen this high is because if you go under the screen, and I'm going to do this, I'm not going to belabor this tonight because I'll do this on a separate Zoom call with you guys. But if you go under this screen right here, way out high, what's the offense going to do?
What's the rescreen?
They're going to rescreen this. So they're going to take their chances fighting over and dropping the big. And that's why you'll see teams like the Jazz, Rudy Gobert is always out here setting this high ball screen, especially because he's an international player. And those guys learn early that anytime a defense goes under this, it gets back to what I said, guys, earlier. So having a solution at level 2, the screener's man. So right now it's not a rescreen because he's getting over it. But if he were to go under this, it would be a rescreen here. All right. So let's watch what CP3 does. All right. Got a switch. So what he does right here is he doesn't have to do anything fancy here. He doesn't have to do anything fancy. He's got the switch. He's got the solution. He already has a solution to this switch. Now, I have a lot of other things I'll show you at another time on when teams switch your pick and roll. But this is the easiest one of all. Just keep that big guy engaged, and he's going to attack. Now, watch level 3. That's the level 1. He defeated his man. Here come the level 3 defenders. They got to get inside of Adams because he's rolling, because the level 2 defender steps over. Level 3, make the extra pass, shot.
Hey, Fran.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach. Hey, Ronnie Hamilton over at Ole Miss. I think you were alluding to this just early, that you got a lot of different things off the switch.
Yes.
But I was just going to get you to speak on it briefly if you could, because I've heard you talk about it, and it's something we've done here that's helped us with a lot of switching that we see. But the boomerang pass, boomerang pass. Could you talk about that a little bit? I know you said you got time to talk about it more in depth individually.
Alvin, we got 10 more minutes to talk switching.
You have as long as you need.
Okay, let's watch this last play, Coach Ham. Spread pick and roll. Level 1. Level 2. Level 3. Again, can your kids find this pass? Now it's hard. I know it's not easy. But if you want to be really good in pick and roll, you got to punish the defense at level 3. This could be a hook pass. It could be a jump pass. Okay. Any questions before I get to a few more clips? We'll talk about switching. T. Wrencher, let me ask you a question. What do you think of this concept, 3 levels?
I'm sorry, Fran, repeat that one more time for me.
What do you think of this concept, 3 levels?
No, I think it's good. I think it's, kind of simplifies things a little bit. I think sometimes, as coaches or player development guys, we can be a little bit too smart for our own good and confuse guys a little bit. I like the simplicity and the details of it. I think it's very easy to coach. I think it's very easy to explain, which obviously is the most important thing, translating the knowledge to the player.
I want you guys to think about, what do you have on the screen? Do you have Michigan on here?
Yes.
We got Isaiah Livers. Yeah. The reason, trust me, guys, and this gets back to this was going to be a random thought. One of my random thoughts from earlier, but this level 3 stuff is not complicated. I'm one of those guys that has always tried to find a way to teach this game the easiest way possible. Okay. And so this is not revolutionary stuff as far as the coverage is, setting up the screen to use it, finding the open man. I just felt like this level 3 stuff might be, for me, an easy way to teach it. Okay. And that's why I'm sharing it with you.
Hey, friend, is there a place on the floor where you want your point guard to make that level read play? Because I find like guards sometimes get too deep, and then they, the level 3 is open, but they can't make the pass because they get too deep. Is there?
Yes, Jerome. If your point guard is good enough to not worry about level 1 and level 2, right? And you have some really good guards, then you want to be able to train them. First of all, to always be able to see all 50 feet. Okay. You don't want any of those guys, Butler, any of those guys coming off the screen with their head down. So what they have to start to see, and you can set drills up this way by putting like coaches in those level 3 defender spots. Okay. Cheating them in, right? Cheating them into the lane to tag, cheat in early, don't cheat at all. You can train them to see the level 3 defenders, but I think it's at the point of the screen that their head has to be up, and it's probably a dribble past that, right in that area, right beyond the screen in that first dribble, that I think they really have to begin to see all 5 defenders. But I'm telling you, if you train these guys, they're going to have a feel for it even before they get to the screen. And by the way, this is where watching some film doesn't hurt of your opponents. Okay.